So today I'll be showing you how to make a homemade squat rack slash bench. This is the one that I came up with. I pretty much built it right here outside of my patio. As you can see, my patio is pretty small, so I made one that will fit in my space. I did search throughout YouTube. I couldn't really find any good ones, and the ones that I did find, they never put the materials you needed, or the exact dimensions of the wood and all of that. So hopefully today I'll be able to post all of that down, and I'll be showing you guys everything that I used and what I needed and how much it cost. So here we go. Okay, so just as a quick disclaimer, obviously I don't have a background in woodworking or construction, so I just kind of made this thing based on the best way I thought it would be nice and sturdy, and it wouldn't kill me or anything like that. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, as far as cutting all the wood, you can probably do it yourself. I myself a saw, but at Home Depot you can ask one of the workers to cut it for you, so you really don't need anything to cut it with. They'll do it for you for free. But like I said, it's good to have one of these just to make any adjustments. So yeah, and as far as power tools, the only thing I used was this drill, and that's pretty much it. I also bought 4-inch and 3-inch screws, and those are the only screws that I used for the main legs. And then I had this little box of spare screws. I believe I bought this at IKEA a while ago, and I used those screws to attach these little brackets. And then other than that, just some wood glue and some paint. This is not necessary. I just did it for aesthetics. As you can see, that's how I did that, and I painted it black. These cans cost around 97 cents where I bought them, so pretty cheap. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so this is how I started putting everything together. I started with a 4x4, and then I attached the 2x4, which is about 56 inches tall. I used a lot of glue all the way down, and then I put a bunch of screws just to hold it better. And then I moved on to the second or third piece of wood right here, and this one is about 51 inches tall. Same process, used a lot of glue all the way down, and then I screwed on the piece with a bunch of 3-inch screws. And then on the last piece, which is 34 inches tall, same thing, a lot of glue and a bunch of screws all the way down just to keep everything together properly. So once I was done with this leg, I moved on to the second one, and I used the same process. And then once both legs were completely done, I used this 3-foot piece of wood as my base, and then I used a bunch of screws from the bottom and screwed the main piece to this piece. And then I also bought these brackets, which I found on the same aisle where I got the wood, and I screwed them all in just for extra support. I got one on each side, one on the outside, and one on the inside. Same thing for the other leg. And then I got this 90-degree brace or bracket, whatever you want to call it. It's made out of metal. It's nice and sturdy. And I used this to just for extra support. I screwed it down to attach these two pieces together. And then to complete the whole thing, I used these two pieces of 2x4, which are 52 inches long, and that's how I attached both of the legs together, and it's pretty sturdy that way. And then these brackets, I just used little screws. Pretty much use these as stoppers so the bar doesn't fall out. I put one on all 3 pieces of wood. For the last step, I just painted it black. Like I said, I bought a bunch of these spray cans, about 97 cents. I got like 4 black ones and 1 white one to do that. Came out pretty cool, I guess. And that's pretty much it. And so now for the total cost, I believe I ended up spending around $100 on all the materials. Like I said, I was just kind of doing it by trial and error. Didn't really have all the dimensions, So I was just playing around with them. So I might have bought too much wood because I did have some pieces left over, but it all kind of worked out. Like I said, the 4x4 piece, I only used one piece that was 10 feet long, and I had that cut in half. So that's the main base right here. And I believe this one cost around $12, and then all the 2x4s they cost around 4 something. So it wasn't that bad. So it might be different prices depending on wherever you live. And as far as how much weight this thing will hold, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure how much it'll hold. I only have a 1-inch bar and these small weights. It's a total of 160 pounds. And I've loaded it up with all the weights, and it's perfectly fine. So once there's more gym equipment available out there, I'll load it up with more weight. I'll buy a proper Olympic bar and some Olympic weights and see how much it can hold. I'm pretty sure it'll hold 225 at least, if not more. But that's something that I'll find out, I guess. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, I'll put the list of all the materials that you need on the description. And if you like the video, hit the like. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Thanks.